Good morning, YouTube. Right, so what am I doing today? I'm not drone hunting. That's usually what I'm uploading. So my wife is self-employed. She does personalized workwear, mugs, gifts, and the rest of it. And she's got a little tiny shop, and she's just moving now into a bigger shop. So this video is how to knock up a wooden box to cover this hideous thing. So in the shop, there's no actual cover for the electric box. So I'm gonna knock some up. I'm gonna go to B&Q here in the UK. For those maybe watching abroad, and so it's our local hardware merchants, builder merchants. I'm just gonna buy some cheap board, literally the cheapest they've got. It doesn't have to look pretty. I don't know how long she's going to be in this shop for. She might upgrade again. So yeah, just going to build something really, really simple. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is there's a lot of people on YouTube. I've got a lot of people that I follow, welding YouTubers, lathe YouTubers, all sorts of people that work with metal and wood. And the reason I'm doing this video is I'm only going to use a jigsaw and a drill. That is it. I'm using some screws, which I'll show you in a bit, that sort of make their own hole, so you don't have to do any pre-drilling and all that. So it's literally just going to be cut and screw. So if you need to knock something up, maybe a box outside, to put your kids' toys in, I don't know, anything. Literally, this video is just a simple tutorial then on how to do that. So yes, that will be covered in a box very shortly. Oh, clunk click every trip. Always wear your seatbelt, kids. So, off to me local B&Q. Let's go and get this wood. I was actually tempted to get a bigger sheet. They do a bigger sheet, which you get slightly, well, less waste. But the last time, normally, because it won't fit on the roof of this van, it's only a little Red Hot Kango van. So it's a case of getting them to cut it down. I'm sorry, I'm a bit shaky there, isn't it? That's right. Just see. Right. So yeah, no. They usually cut it down for me, but the last like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe longer than that, they've always said that their sawmill blade thing that they got there is broke. So I'm gonna have to buy 2 small boards, which means I'm gonna have waste, but it is what it is, unfortunately. It's not much, so I'm not gonna sweat over it. So but no, if anybody's wondering, I'm actually a window cleaner by trade. I say window cleaner, it's not just windows. I do conservatories, fascias, basically anything outside of a property I clean. So it was my dad's business, it was a family business, and unfortunately when he passed away I took it on. So I quit my job that I had at the time and took it on. So but I'm taking the van. It's a bit naughty, but normally I have to go and get fuel and I need to get it washed as well. It's literally running on vapour at the moment. And as soon as I'm going to Gloucester, I want to go to Gloucester to my local B&Q. The fuel is like a lot cheaper there. It's nearly 7p a litre cheaper. So hit 2 birds with 1 stone and get the van washed as well. So anyway, see you shortly. God, I'm gonna have to get this van washed. Look, I've got crap everywhere. So as you can see, I'm back now with the wood. take two. I literally just recorded this and I didn't actually click record, idiot. But yeah, so I've got my drill box underneath at the moment, supporting it away from the carpet. As I said, I'm only using my drill and a jigsaw for this, and I've got them speed screws. I'll show you them speed screws actually whilst I'm thinking of it. These are absolutely brilliant. They're worth their weight in gold. So hopefully you can see this, but no. Do it. How about if I do that? There we go. As you can see, it's got like a cutting edge. So as long as you're not sticking a massive one into like a chipboard or something, it doesn't split then. But these are absolutely brilliant. As you can see, they've got heads are like that, stop them coming loose as well. But I got these in the UK from Screwfix. No, B&Q and Screwfix is not paying me for any of these videos. I'm just trying to be helpful and let you know where I'm getting all this stuff from. So yes, I'm gonna cut this out now. 90 something by 64, 94 by 64 ish. Put it there. Use that top bit for the lid, and then I have to get that other piece there to do the side panel. But yes, I will show you in just a sec. Right, so now I've just cut that bit out of there, as you've just seen. Now, I did not plan this whatsoever, but this has worked out perfectly. I'm not even going to need that piece. I can use that for something else completely. So I'm originally going to use this bit here that you can see now. I was going to use that for the lid. But then I thought, I wonder if that is long enough. I've just done that. Plonked it there. And look at that. Excuse my leg. Covered in dust. But that is absolutely perfect. So I'll just obviously kick that out a little bit. So yes, obviously it'll be a bit leveler than that. So yeah, absolutely perfect. So I only need one piece. And then I will do the door in a second, which you'll probably see next. I'll miss this next bit out. All it case is me just cutting it sort of across there. Obviously I'll let you look at me screwing it all back together, but yeah, so I'm just gonna put a cut across there, cut it up that way for that bit to go on the lid. And hey, yes, I might put some 1x1 batting on the wall, just to then screw this to the wall to stop, people just moving it. Right then, so we might have to get to the fuse box if it trips the switch or read the meter, so obviously we have to have a door. So I've just marked up the door to roughly where it needs to be. So my plan is, I'm not too sure which side the hinges is going to go on yet, but when I decide, probably be this side if I'm honest with you, maybe, yes, probably be this side. So what I'll do is I'll cut this bit here first. So obviously I have to drill a small hole, go across that way, go up here, then go across there slightly, then put the hinges on. Because if you cut it all out first, it might be hard to line up, where obviously the rest of the wood's supporting it. And then it's a 1mm blade in the jigsaw, so then you're going to have a nice 1mm gap all the way around. So cut that line first, put the hinges on, might even put the door handle on, the little knob, then cut the rest. Right, and as I said before, I'm not going to drill any holes. Well, not if I can help it anyway, so do away with the ones that come with it and use these bad boys instead. And just smack them straight in. I advise, if your drill has a clutch on it, I think they call clutches on drills, I have no idea. It's good to use it just so it doesn't over tighten and split the wood. So there's two there. Right, now that's done. Continue cutting. Right then, so once you cut that out, obviously make sure it works, and it does. If you've got a doorknob, put a doorknob on, which is just a case of drilling one hole, and I don't even know where it is, it's over here. Case of drilling one hole, and sticking it on. Now of course the door's going to fall through like that. So all you do, get a piece of scrap wood, and just screw it a little bit, just cut a little bit off like that, and stick it on the underside, and just pop a screw in it, and that will stop it from falling through. Right then, my battery went flat earlier, so I've had to charge my phone up, so I had to carry on, but it's basically self-explanatory. You put two pieces of wood together, you get the magic screws, and you screw them in. Now I have gone a bit overboard as well with this, and just because it's in a shop, if it was at home I'd just screw the pieces of wood together and have done with it, but because it's in a shop, you know, you don't want children pulling on the thing, so I've put some 1x1 on the wall, and I put some roll plugs in there, and I've also put the one down there. It's just basically to secure it. But yes, anyway, now I've got a bit of charge. That's cut the size, and it's a little bit warped, but the screws just nip it up together. So yeah, okay, so just screwing the screws in, and hey presto. So one thing to make sure, I've got a screw going in sideways there, got a screw going in sideways there, there. So make sure that you don't put the screw in the same place as the screws going sideways. Self-explanatory, a lot of you probably already know that, but I thought better say it just to cover myself. So I'm using a D-Watt drill. I do have a cheap one as well, but you drill about 2 hours and the battery goes flat, and these D-Watt drills are brilliant. But as I was saying, it's got a clutch, so mine's currently set on 7, but it depends on what wood. You might just have to adjust it, and basically it just stops you from over tightening it. Obviously, if it looks like it's going to go over tight, there we go, and it's nice and I say nice and flush. That one could there we go. It's almost impossible to film this on your own, but shows you about proper camera mounts and that. But as I get more and more into doing these videos and stuff for you guys, then I will get better equipment. But at the moment, budget does not allow for it, unfortunately. And there we have one finished, easy to make, nearly fall over mark box. It's the only thing that should really thought about is that pops back out. So in the shed somewhere, I have got a little magnet thing, and I'm going to stick a little magnet thing. There's that piece of wood I was telling you about. So just on the inside there, just to stop the door from pushing in. But I'll stick a little magnet on there, and so it goes clunk, catches it. So the dearest part of this wood was about 12 quid for one sheet, because as I said earlier, didn't need the other one. Worked out quite well. The dearest part was like the knob. That was like £2.70 just for that. And then the hinges was about the same. They're about 3 quid. So that's like 6 quid after the price was in a bit of metal. Obviously the screws I already had, but they're about, I think they're on offer at the moment. They're about 12 quid a pack, and you get a blister pack like that, and they last for ages, as long as you know, depending on how much you use. So yeah, that is done. How to make a box. Sorry if it was a long and boring winding video and it was absolutely useless to you. But feel free to like, share, comment, do the necessary. Cheers.